Okay, software installation is done. We are performing upgrade the database from 11G to 19C. In this, the first step is install 19C software. That is completed from our side. Next, run the pre-upgrade scripts to get the recommendations. Okay. So before performing upgrade, we run this. It will give some recommendations. So the recommendations are like whether we need to set any parameter or we need to add space to the table space. All this type of recommendations will be given by this pre-upgrade scripts. Then third, check invalid objects and components information. Okay. Four, take the backup of the database. Okay. The backup can be anything. So I am not taking as of now. So you can take ARM and hard backup or you can take ARM and cold backup. Anything is fine. That is depends on the downtime given by customer. Okay, if the customer is not giving downtime, suppose the database size is 20 TB. To take the backup, definitely it will take lot of time. In that case, like what we have to do, we have to consider the latest backup. Okay, latest full backup as well as latest incremental backup as well as latest arclog backup. If everything is there, so we will shut down the database and proceed with the upgrade. Okay. So not taking because so the previous concepts covered all this. So remaining things we will do. Okay. Fifth one. Fix pre-upgrade recommendations provided by step number. Okay. So this pre-upgrade recommendations we do like with shutdown or without shutdown. Okay, if there is a static parameter, we have to shut down and perform, right? We need to bounce it. If it is a dynamic parameter, we can change it in the online. So it depends on the situation, we have to do the fifth one. Then sixth one, perform the database upgrade by using DBAs. So upgrades are two types. So we do manual method. Second one is DBA. DBA is nothing but it's automatic or graphical. I usually recommend graphical only. Graphical has more features to perform the upgrade. It is very, very clear. Manual, we have to execute lot many steps. In those steps, if we miss any one of these steps, indirectly, we can consider your upgrade is failed. Okay. The seventh step. After upgrade, compare the invalids and components with step number 3. If any new invalids are added, any component status is different, then we need to fix it. If we are not able to fix, then we need to raise vendor case. Vendor case is nothing but Oracle support SR. The SR means service request. Okay. So based on the solution provided by support, we implement the solution. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Suppose in case like still we are facing same invalids. Those are not clearing. Then we can consider upgrade is failed. So these are all the steps. Okay. Out of all these, like step number 3, what is the meaning of invalids is very, very important. Okay. Step number 3 and step number 7, 8 plays a major role about the success or failure of the upgrade. So invalid is nothing but, let's take an example, object, there is a table. Okay. There is another object is called view. Okay. So the meaning of view is view always depends on table. View always depends on table. Okay. Means without table, if we have view, that will become invalid. Clear? Understood? This point, object, table and view.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in SQL, the relation between table and view is without table, we cannot create the view. Okay. Suppose let's assume, okay, if you drop the table, maybe the view will be exit. Okay. The view will be available in the database. But view depends on the table, right? Then if you run the query on the view, then what will happen is it will tell tabular view does not exist. It will say the message. That is called dependency. Okay. So dependency is missing for any object. That particular object will become invalid. Okay, like that in real time, like we have 50, 100, 10, 20, 30. So minimum to minimum, few invalids will be there in the real time. But in our case, like we don't have that possibility. In our system, the invalid count will be 0. Understood? Yeah, about
Yes,
invalids.
sir.
Then
Yes,
coming to
sir.
the components information. Okay. So components are very, very important. Suppose if the components are less, your upgrade will be completed less time. Okay. If the components are more, your upgrade will take a lot of time. Your upgrade will take a lot of time. Here. So, and also whenever you perform the upgrade, the component version will be upgraded to the new. Okay. So the component version is showing old, after performing the upgrade means indirectly your upgrade is failed. Okay, let's see all these things. So this is done. Okay, so step by step we go. Run pre-upgrade scripts. So for running that, let's open some blog in the Google to understand. Okay, let's open some blog. Okay. C upgrade Oracle base. Okay, it is the best website. So this is what the location. So we need to go to /U01 app Oracle product 1930 DB home 1 JDK. Okay, this is what the location we need to consider. So we have to run this. So Java, actually Java is available here. Java software is installed in this location by default. Then we need to consider RDBMS admin pre-upgrade dot jar terminal. Oracle is not available. So you need to start the database before running this. I did not start the DB, that's why it is failing with an error. Oracle not available.
Before start the pre-upgrade, we need to take the invalid objects and the components, right?
No.
So can you please,
No.
after pre-upgrade only we have to take.
This invalids and everything we need to take it whenever we get the approval. Suppose if you want to perform upgrade, okay,
Okay.
tomorrow if you get the approval, okay, today you have to
Okay.
complete the step number 1 and step number 2.
Okay.
Tomorrow before the upgrade, you need to check the invalids and you need to take the backup.
Okay.
Okay. So once we get the downtime, we have to fix the recommendations provided by the pre-upgrade script. Okay.
Okay.
So this is depends on the planning. Okay. So planning is very, very important here. The customer intention is always like to reduce the downtime of the database. Okay, suppose you say like I need 24 hours for performing an upgrade, customer won't agree. So we should tell in the proper manner, like this upgrade will take 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Okay. Suppose if it is 4 hours, so why it is taking 4 hours? You have to clearly say like these are the steps we have to perform. These are the things will take a lot of time. Like that, we have to give some clarifications to the customer. Okay. So this is a pre-upgrade completed here. It is showing some recommendations. Okay. So few recommendations we can do before the upgrade. Tomorrow, if the upgrade is starting, so few things we can do online, right? So adding the space to the table space, we can do online. You can see the size is 510 m. Minimum size for upgrade is 738 m. It is expecting. So in my case, like in my past experience, what actually I do, I make it auto extend on of the data files. Okay, that will fix the issue, right? If the upgrade needs space, automatically the data file will be extended. Okay. So this is the step, and also we can see few more steps. So gather stale data, dictionary statistics prior to the database upgrade. What is the meaning of statistics and all? Okay, that will be explained in the PT classes, performance tuning classes. As of now, you can ignore, you just need to run this. Okay, this particular command. Your concentration is like what are the commands we have to do. Okay, before the upgrade, after the downtime. So first of all, let's see what is this output. Okay, you can see current version is 11.204. It is clearly showing. Okay, upgrade to the version 19.0.0.0. Okay, so these are all the components. I already told you, right? These are all the components. Components will be upgraded to the latest version. Okay, you can calculate the count of the components. Then before upgrade, it is clearly telling. So we need to increase the processes parameter value from 150 to 300. This processes parameter is a static parameter. In that case, so what I recommend, we modify these two parameters when we get the downtime. Okay, before starting the upgrade, we are going to modify these two parameters and shut down and start up the team. Okay, so there. EM repository, I already showed like how to install the enterprise manager, right? If any enterprise manager is installed, you need to remove it. Okay, in this database, there is no enterprise manager is installed. Okay, so we can ignore step number 2. So this also we need to run when we get the downtime. What are all these, like as of now, just ignore it. Okay, nobody will ask you about what is OLAP catalog component, all these things in the real time. Okay, you just need to tell high level steps in the upgrade. Suppose someone asks you in the interview how to perform the upgrade, you need to tell 1 to 8 steps with clear. Okay, if you tell all the 8 steps very crystal clear, so everyone will accept in the interview, because nobody will ask you about this, because they also don't know, they also don't remember, they also needs to see the documentation. Okay, so this also you can ignore. This is not part of our concept because we are not in the 10G version. So it is just telling the information. Apex is the application, won't be upgraded as part of this. Okay, Apex has separate upgrade steps we need to perform. So Apex is not part of database administration. That will be taken care by Apex team. So we have to ignore this fifth step also. This one, we have to run it before the upgrade. So 7th, 8th also we can ignore. Okay. 10th also we can ignore. So we need to consider 11th. So when you perform the upgrade, it will generate huge amount of archaeologs. It will fill the archaeolog destination. To avoid that, what we do after the backup is completed, we disable the archaeolog mode, then perform the upgrade. If you do like that, your upgrade will time will be reduced. And that is the 11th. Okay. So 12th is talking about like Arman. Anyway, Arman backup we are already taking. So we have to run this. Okay. First, let's make a note of steps. What are the steps needs to perform before the upgrade? What are the steps need to perform after the upgrade? Okay. Just make a note. The first thing is this is the first one. Then this is the second one. This is the third. Okay. Either you need to maintain the free space in the mount point or need to disable the archaeolog mode. Okay. We recommend disabling the archaeolog mode while performing the upgrade. The last, we have to run this. What of this? First thing, let's connect and run it.
These
Just
all
for
our steps need to before downtime. Huh?
before downtime. Okay. Okay. 1 day before we run it. Okay, this particular dictionary stats in the real time, it may take 30 minutes. It may take 1 hour. It may take 6 hours. It may take 10 hours. We are not sure. Okay. It is depends. Our side, like we have very limited changes. That's why this dictionary stats is completed very quick. The next one. These are all the things. Okay. System, sysok, stamp, undo. We need to increase. Instead of increasing, what I do, I'll just make the data files auto extend on because I have space available in the mount point. Okay. This socks system. Okay. All the database data file. auto extend on. Same way second. Sysox. About the third one, undo, right? Select name from $temp file. It will show the temp files. Alter database temp file auto extend on. So this is not part of before upgrade. This is like not before downtime. This we have to do it at the time of downtime. Okay. Next is done. The last one is this. You have to run this. Okay. So it is giving some result here. These are all the things we need to do manually to fix it. Okay. What are all these? Like, so there are some scripts needs to run, right? About this one we have to run. Okay, this we did not run before downtime. This one we did not run. This one we did not run. Okay. The type of things it is showing clearly. Okay, now that let's go to the step number 3. Select count of star from object type from DBA underscore objects where status is equal to invalid proved by object underscore type. Okay, in our case, like we don't have any invalids, but real time we definitely have invalids. So we have to make a note of the invalid details. Okay. Yeah. The next one is select comp underscore ID status from a version from DBA underscore register. So these are all the components you have, except Apex, all the remaining will be upgraded. You can see all the remaining version is showing 11.2.0.4. After performing upgrade, the version will show this one, and also the status should be valid after the upgrade. Whatever the invalid objects are there before the upgrade, the same invalid object should be there after the upgrade. It should not be greater than that. Suppose before upgrade 50 invalids, after upgrade also it should be 50. Okay, it should not cross 50. If it is crossing 50 means we have to fix it and see. Okay. So this is comp ID status version. You can see clearly version 11.2.04. This will be upgraded to 19C, and also the status also will become valid. If any status is showing invalid, we have to fix it. Okay. So for fixing that, we have some documentation available in the Oracle support. Based on the issue, we are going to see the document and fix it. If we are not able to fix it, we will raise a SR with Oracle support. Oracle support will give some recommendations to us. So we will try to implement it. If any issues are there, again, we will revert to the Oracle support. We will do continuous follow-up with the support. Then we will get the solution. Okay. So the Oracle support reads like this upgrade is failed. Then we will clean up again, do the upgrade from the scratch. Okay. So the actual real-time process, how we perform the upgrade. Okay, what are the development, test, production environment that will be covered as part of the cloning that we'll see later. Okay, that time you can understand more. That time I will clearly tell about where we perform the upgrade first. Okay, so how we prepare the documentation, everything will be explained there. Next, this is done. Okay, so take the backup. I am not taking. Fix the pre-upgrade steps. Few already we fixed it. Few needs to fix as part of downtime. So show parameter processes, alter system set 300, scope is equal to SP file. Show parameter SCA. Here it is showing. What is the value we have to increase? We need to see here. This is max, okay, 1.1 GB it is required, okay. So 300. Let's see. Let's try to increase the value of this. For doing that, first of all, we have to check two parameters, not a single parameter. These two parameters depends on each other. Okay, if the max size is less, if you increase the SCA target, okay, it won't work. So SCA target is depending on the max size. Max size is the static parameter. SCA target is the dynamic parameter. So first we have to increase this. Then after that we have to increase this. So I am just giving scope for both. Anyway, we are going to restart the DB. I am just giving 1200 M. Scope is equal to SP file. Okay. So both are done. So the next thing is we need to disable the RK log mode. How to disable it? Just shut down. Startup mode. Okay. Anyway, we are starting, right? Automatically these parameters will be updated. You can check here. Show parameter SCA 1200 M it is updated. Show parameter processes is showing 300. Okay, now I am disabling the RK log mode. Alter database, no RK log. Alter database, open. Okay, done. Okay, almost the steps are done. We need to go with the remaining steps. Okay, what are the remaining steps? The same you have to scroll. So you have to remove this. I'm just copying and put it in the notepad. These are all as part of downtime. Okay. This is the first one. What is the next? EM is not there. Okay, this is the one is pending. We need to run it. Okay. And this is also. Okay, these are the two things we need to run it. Just copy. Copy. Just you have to put at the rate here. Whenever you run some script in SQL, you have to put at the rate. Copy and paste here. You need to do 2 times enter. Then you commit. Okay. Almost all the things are done. We need to go with the upgrade further. Okay. So what you have to do, rejoin the same meeting again. We'll continue there further steps. Okay. Just join after currently 8:39, right? So join at 8:50. Okay, let's continue further. So these two scripts are completed. Then what is the next step? All are done. So perform the database upgrade. Okay. So I am recommending to use DBUA. So you also try to use DBUA. In worst case of scenarios, you have to follow the manual upgrade. Okay. For that, I will share some blog. Okay, you need to follow that blog for doing manual. But at least one way of execution is fine. Okay, either DBUA or manual. In the interviews, you can simply say, I did not work on the manual upgrade. If I get the opportunity, definitely I will work on it. That is what the answer you have to tell. But you worked on DBA. That answer you have to tell. Okay. Then automatically the person who is taking will be satisfied. Have to go to this location. So what is the full form of DBUA here is database upgrade assistant. Database upgrade assistant. Okay. DBCA database creation assistant. DBUA database upgrade assistant. Okay, we need to clearly go to the 19C directory. So wherever I am giving PWD, you just need to clearly see that. So you can have like a number of databases in this list, but you have to choose this one. Okay, you have to choose this one. Then give the sys username, sys password is welcome. Go next. Okay, here you need to click on down arrow, click on the show errors only. Remaining things can be ignored. If any errors are there, you need to fix it. Okay, recycle bin must be completely empty before upgrade. Okay, so we need to connect to the SQL plus /assist DBA, purge recycle bin, purge DBA underscore recycle. Need to run this. Okay, it is taking time means your objects are available in this particular. Okay, so again click on check again. We should not get this particular issue. show errors only. Okay, there are no errors. So you can continue. Warnings can be ignored. Are you sure you want to continue? Just click on S. Okay. So compared with the previous version upgrades, like from 10G to 11G. Okay. So 9A to 10G. So there is no concept like parallel. Okay. And the RMN, if you see, without parallelism, with parallelism, the backup time will be reduced. Without parallelism, backup will take a lot of time. The same way, in the past, like if you perform a upgrade from 9A to 10G, let's assume like it takes like 2 hours to complete. The same way, if you perform a upgrade from 11G to 19C with parallelism, okay, parallelism is introduced from 12C. So if you enable with parallelism, then what will happen is it will, suppose let's assume like parallelism is 4. Earlier, 2 hours it took. Okay. So 2 hours is divided by 4. Then what will happen? So within 30 minutes, your upgrade is going to be completed. So that is what the feature is introduced in the upgrade concept from Oracle 12C onwards. So recompile invalid objects. If any new invalids are created after the upgrade, automatically the invalids will be compiled. Compile means invalid object will become valid. That is called compilation. Upgrade the time zone data. So we have versions of the time zone. Okay. India, we have IST time zone. US, we have PST, CST, DST. Okay. Australia, we have AEST. Different time zones we have. So you can check the words which I am mentioning here in the Google. You can understand the time zones. Okay. So every time zone has a version, like how we have like 11G, 19C, the same way time zone has a version. Okay, version 11, version 14, version 18, 19, like that. So while performing the upgrade automatically, if you check box this particular option, then this time zone data also will be upgraded. Okay, as per the recommendations related to the 19C. Okay, 19C is compatible with suppose so on so version. Okay, time zone data version 14, 16, 19. So it will consider that and it will upgrade the time zone data also. If you perform manual upgrade, all these steps you have to do it manually. Okay, that's why. So I usually don't recommend manual upgrade. I always recommend DBA. If there is really not possible, okay, then we go with the manual upgrade. Okay, then go next. So I have my own backup and restore strategy. I am not considering these two things. And go next. Next. I am not using enterprise manager. Next. Okay. If you click on this, your upgrade is going to be finished. Okay. So once it is finished, we need to go back and run the same queries. Okay. What are the queries? We need to run invalid objects queries. Okay. Components information queries. So what are those? So after upgrade, okay, if you run this query, if any new object is showing, we have to fix that. Okay, after upgrade, the version of each component in this query should be updated to 19C, 19.00 or 19.30 something you can see here. Other than Apex, remaining will be updated, and also status should be valid after the upgrade. So all these points you need to see and consider. Once upgrade is done, the next step you have to do is so enable archive logbook. Okay, if the upgrade is successful. Okay, then enable backups. Okay, backups are there, right? Admin backups and all we regularly take every day, right? So backups also needs to be taken immediately after the upgrade. Okay, this concept you should practice, then only you can understand. If you don't do practice, so it will be like little bit difficult, but it's a procedural concept. You need to follow the same procedure, and also you need to tell the same procedure in the interviews. Any questions, anybody?
Gradation, I know most of the which type of errors we will get if we have to miss any steps or anything.
Errors is nothing but mostly like invalid objects. Okay, and also these
Invalid
components.
objects. Okay.
Okay, these components will become invalid some cases. Okay, so these are the
Second,
main. Yeah, tell me.
okay. Now second, you have to run the two steps. So you can enter two times, right? Like that you have, right? That
Mm-hmm.
time it is showing synonyms,
Mm.
dropped something is
Just
showing.
copy and paste, just enter.
Yeah, I have seen on that output. It is showing user drop and view drop. If view drop not table, there is no problem.
Hmm.
Or we did not consider to on that two steps. Just we have to execute on it.
Yeah. Table is not dropped, view is dropped, there is no issue, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, table is not depending on the view. View is depending on the table, right?
Okay.
If the table is dropped, then view become invalid. But if the view is dropped, there is no impact.
Okay. User dropped also I seen in that on that
Yeah, yeah.
output, no
That
problem.
components itself, we are removing it. That is a feature. Okay, that feature
Okay.
is not supported in Oracle 19C. That's why we are removing that feature.
And one more, na, first you have to give the pre-upgrade data SQL. Na, and that first step is showing patch no bundle is not required. Or we are using 19.0 na.
Mm-hmm.
19.3, 19.2 is 21 is like that is there na. We
Hmm.
need to upgrade the patch or required or is not required at that time. It will be sure.
Yeah. So usually, few people do like they do the upgrade, then apply the latest patch. Okay.
Okay.
Few people do like they apply the latest patch and perform the upgrade. Okay. That is
It will
depends.
be sure on that it will be need to apply the patch or in the first
There,
point it is showing no patch panel is not required. In the real time it will be sure.
no, whatever here it is showing, the same thing will show. Okay. Okay. So report generated.
Here and here.
Yeah,
TP patch level, no
it,
patch panel.
it is saying like no patch bundle applied, okay, but it is not recommending here, right?
Yeah, yes, yes.
It is not telling you mandatory has to apply the patch and upgrade, okay? So some cases we can do, some cases we don't need to do. Okay, directly perform the upgrade, then we upgrade the patch.
Okay. But what about grid and like that is a different concept of it will be
That
upgrade from
comes
the
under
only
rack. That comes under rack.
track.
Rack mostly will be started after 30 days. Okay. The people who
This
are
course will
interested.
be completed within 13 days.
This will be completed in next 15 days, mostly.
Okay.
By 15th or 20th of this month, it will be completed. We are almost like reaching to the major concepts, right? Today
Yes, yes.
upgrade is done. Tomorrow I will teach patching. tomorrow anyway Saturday, right? So patching will take some time. That's why like we have to do the patching tomorrow. The patching is completed
Can I know
tomorrow.
once again for the arclog concept?
No,
Just brief
that I
explanation.
haven't completed architecture, right?
Yes,
Full-fledged
yes.
architecture. So that time you can understand. Don't bother, everything will be clear. Okay. So we haven't completed like archaeology related things and archaeology related architecture diagrams. How the archaeology works. I didn't explain,
That is
right?
in future class, no?
In future class. Okay, that we'll see. So mostly like
Recently in the
we are going to like upload few videos in YouTube channel. Okay. So like this type of major concepts with the date we are going to upload in the YouTube. Okay. So you need to see there because like my Google Drive is occupying more. Okay. I am purchasing the space from Google. Every month I am paying some amount. Clear? Google is like allowing only 15 GB space, right? Google Drive has only 15 GB limit. But in my Google Drive, I am using approximately 100 GB. For 100 GB, I am paying some amount. Okay. So what we have to do after uploading the videos, I will share the like channel details and all. You just need to subscribe there. Okay. Whatever the video I am uploading, automatically reflected there. And also, I am thinking to put some additional things in the YouTube channel, like something about like how the ticketing tool works. Okay, so how the monitoring tools works. Okay, that type of stuff I am going to include in the channels for better understanding. Okay, whatever I am not telling in depth here, I am trying to keep it there. Those are not part of the course. Those are like the extra things for getting confidence and attempting the interviews. Clear?
and one more, Anna, we have that HGA process we have changed, right?
Mm. Yeah.
On that time, if the memory is not there, before we need to check and we need to ask the customer and take the memory. Yeah. For example, 4 GB is there.
Yeah.
That 4 GB we need to
In
increase
general,
recommended is given.
okay. So general analysis always should be there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So for anything, we do some general analysis. Okay. So if we travel from one place to another place, what we do? We do some general analysis, right? Definitely.
Yes, yes.
That general analysis should be there. Suppose if you want to increase the RAM, whether we have the RAM available or not, we need to check. Okay. For checking that, we need to run some OS commands again. There is a command to check free-m. It will
Even
give the
yes.
details,
Memory. Yes.
memory details. So here, based on the free space, we are going to take the decision. Okay, here you need to consider this available 1063. Okay. So still we can increase, right? So based on that, we are
Yes,
going
sir.
to decide. Always basic analysis required for anything. In general, in regular life also, we have to do some basic analysis. Suppose if you want to prepare a particular concept also, first you have to do how to prepare. That
Yeah.
basic analysis you should do. Suppose if you are not able to understand a particular concept, you have to think, okay, how to prepare this. Okay, my side, like how I am preparing anything, okay. I am learning lot of things from Google. I am learning lot of things from YouTube. Suppose if I don't understand any concept, okay, first I will search in YouTube. Still I don't understand, I will search in Google. I will try to read some documentation in Google. still I don't understand, then at the end, in the finishing step, what I do, I will search for the book. Okay. So book can have like more and more pages, but book will give like actual like start to end, right? Everything will be covered in the book, right? The people who are prepared. So like that way, slowly I will follow the process until I understand any concept. Clear? Any questions? Others?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.